So we are on Scenic Byway 12. This is where it starts to get awesome. We have left Escalante. We are on our way to Lower Calf Creek Falls and on the way to Boulder, Utah. And there you can see Boulder Mountain out. Look at those. Whoa. Look at the snow out there on those mountains. I'm not exactly sure what mountains those are. If those are the Henry Mountains, maybe. I could be wrong on that. We're driving up over Boulder Mountain, which is not that high, which is 10 or 11,000 maybe. But this is where it's awesome slick rock country. We're gonna descend down here to where Calf Creek meets the Escalante River. But look at this, you can see the road down there. This is one of my favorite drives, and especially after the falls when you get up on the Hog's Back and there's just a drop off on either side. This is probably the coolest drive I have ever done. So, I mean, just look at the scenery out there with all the different colored rock. Here we go. And the snowy mountains out there in the distance. Torrey is where we're staying tonight, 55 miles away, but it'll be closer by the time we get to our trailhead. So look at this slick rock country, the big snowy mountains out in the distance. Over there, I believe, is Boulder Mountain that we are driving up and over. But still got snow, and it's gonna be an interesting drive over the pass, but hopefully I'll make it in light. Although actually I won't. I'm gonna try to go eat at Hell's Backbone Grill, like my favorite restaurant in the world, in Boulder, Utah. So it'll get dark while I'm eating dinner. So I'll have to drive up over Boulder Mountain in the dark. But if you have never gotten the chance to do this drive, I would highly recommend it. Particularly the area between all of Scenic Byway 12. It's not that long. It's like 80 or 90 miles from Bryce to Torrey, basically. So from Bryce Canyon to Capitol Reef, more or less. But particularly the section here between Escalante and Boulder is just very magical. Like I said, coolest drive I've ever done, in my opinion. So we are headed to Lower Calf Creek Falls, one of my favorite waterfalls, maybe my favorite waterfall. Should be crowded. Hopefully we can find parking, but this is a very popular waterfall. And then I'll hit the upper falls as well. This Kiva Coffee House up here, it's closed. I thought about stopping, but it overlooks where Calf Creek, which is running here, meets the Escalante River, which is flowing here. So especially when it's in the summer and it's like bright green everywhere, it's sort of drab green now. But we are getting down close to our trailhead here within the next couple miles. Like I said, hopefully there's parking, but I will show you the Hog's Back drive after I finish up these hikes. Obviously I'll show you these hikes too, but Escalante River trailhead is right here. I've done part of the Escalante River from Death Hollow west back to the town of Escalante, but you can do it, you can take it as far as you want. You can take it all the way down to the Colorado River if you wanted to. I think that's right. That meets the Colorado down there at Hole in the Rock, I think. All right, we are here at Lower Calf Creek Falls, well, the trailhead, in the Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument. It is not very crowded. This usually has like hundreds of people at it, well, in the summer at least. The bathrooms are closed. I don't get why they close bathrooms when it's the winter. Like, why not? So, someone educate me. Do I need to get a permit? I put the National Park Pass in my thing, which should cover the fee. Oh, this is for fees. So, I'm carrying with me, I made a wardrobe change. I took off, it's 38 degrees. It actually feels warmer. I took off the thermal underwear because that's only good for, I don't know, maybe under 30, under 25 degrees, else it just gets too hot. So this is about 3 miles each way, I think a little over 3 each way. It's not completely flat. There is like over 500 feet of elevation gain on this trail total. But this is a spectacular waterfall, and there won't be many people there. Maybe by the time I get there, all these other 5 cars will be gone and I will have it to myself. So I'll probably try to jog most of it because I have to get to the upper falls, then get to dinner, then get to my hotel. So yeah, I'll check in later on. You're on sand for a decent portion of this hike, but you are up and down a little bit of rock sometimes. We're only about half mile in. Past one person coming out. Just these grand walls and cliffs and alcoves, and I think there's a bunch of granaries up in there. Past another group coming back, so that means there's at most 3 groups of people at the falls, I believe. It's just little ups and downs that range anywhere from like 10 to maybe like 50 feet. It's actually good training. So we're probably over halfway out to the falls, I think. But not totally sure. For a creek, it's pretty big and pretty wide. Good view of Summit Calf Creek here. We're down close to the creek now. I think we probably have less than a mile to the waterfall, but that's just my guess. But these grand cliffs, this is very similar to if you walk along the Escalante River. Just these big cliffs all over the place. Desert varnish and the like. Past another group walking back, so I think tops 2 groups of people at the falls. So we have a view, I don't know if you can see them out there, we got a view of the waterfall, so we're within a quarter mile or so. Past another group coming back. I think at most 1 group of people there. We're getting muddy here near the end. I'll check in when I'm at the waterfall. And here we are. Lower Calf Creek Falls. Spectacular. I was here in the summer before. I'll put the picture of the waterfall before, but it looks pretty similar runoff. I swam in here in the summer, but it was hot. It was like 95 degrees. A little chilly now. Yeah, it's an awesome waterfall. I will see you at Upper Calf Creek Falls. That's where I'm going next. Nowhere near as cool as this one, but still worth going to see. So, small world. I just ran into a couple that live in Phoenix. Hans and Pam, hopefully I got their names right. He's an architect. He works for a company that I know that I've given presentations at. So I told him about my channel and told him I'd stop by the office. So small world for sure. They're all, they got chairs and whiskey and hot chocolate and everything. They're just up here for the long weekend exploring. So hopefully my channel gives them some more ideas of hikes to do. But just a crazy small world. So that was cool, running into someone that I kind of know. For all I know, he was in on one of my presentations, but he wasn't sure. So I'm gonna hightail it out of here. I gotta get to Upper Calf Creek Falls. And that's a wrap, although we have to road walk a couple hundred yards or road jog. So that was Lower Calf Creek Falls.
one of the coolest waterfalls out there and pretty easy to access. So definitely check it out.